We are live.
We're live.
Yeah.
So I think we are on live, Sadman. Yeah. So, dear viewers, please give us few moments to share this stream, and please share with your friends so that everyone can see and everyone can get help. Please give us few moments. So yeah, Sadman, I think we should start now.
We should delay a little bit.
Okay.
একটু ওয়েট করি, এখন অনেকে জয়েন করছে।
So yeah, Sadman, I think we should start.
Okay.
So, Assalamu alaikum and welcome everyone to the second episode of YT Talks. Today I'm Shiadu Salehin, President of YT is with you, and with me, Sadman Azad, Vice President of YT is here. So today we have a really special guest, and he's the CEO of RYC Global. He's the host in Bangladeshi Perspective, and also from September, he may join the University of Michigan in USA. So, Sadman, are you excited?
I just can't wait for him.
So let's welcome Dipro Prottoy bhaiya.
3, 2, 1, action.
I'm live. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I live? Am I audible?
Yes.
Quick.
You're perfect. You're audible. You're on TV. You can tell your friends now.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
So basically, bhaiya, you are the host, and today we are hosting you. So how is the feeling?
That is really something incredible in the first place to say, because I have been hosting for a while right now, and the fact that you guys gave me this opportunity to come here as a guest, the honor is all mine. Thank you so much.
So basically, before going to the main session, I will ask something about RYC. So I know about RYC because I am also the part of RYC, and Sadman Azad was also the part. So I would like to ask you that from where you started about RYC and what was the aim before starting RYC, and what is your struggle from 2015, I think. 2000.
It was 2016 officially, but the idea started from 2015. Yeah.
So from 2015 and 2020, what was the journey behind this?
First of all, thank you so much, Onik, for the questions. Those were a series of questions, and I honestly do not know how to start from, but I think this is the first time I'm talking about RYC Global in another show so formally. So it's an honor to do it in this platform, considering that you both are one of my amazing friends and also juniors I look up to, because you guys have some brilliant futures ahead. So I would like to start off with what is RYC in the first place. So basically, Rise of Youth Community Bangladesh was an initiative that started out very early during our age. I was like 13 at that time, and you know that I just started my teenage career. So I had no idea what was going on around me. I had no idea that things were happening. But slowly but surely, I had this will for helping the society. Considering that both of my parents are doctors, I think that it started from there. So what happened was, when I was young, my parents used to take a lot of care for me because I was a single child. So I used to go to the hospital, and on my parents' chamber, I had a small table where I used to do my studies. And I used to see my parents whenever a patient used to come, যখন একটা patient আসতো, বলতো যে স্যার ভিজিট কত, এন্ড যখন আমার বাবা মা দেখতো যে পুরো টাকাটা ওরা দিতে পারছে না, দে ওয়ার লাইক সমস্যা নাই, দিয়েন না, আমার জন্য দোয়া করবেন। সো দ্যাট ফিলিং স্ট্রাক মি। আই এম লাইক, আমার বাপ মা 15-16 বছর ধরে ডাক্তারি পড়ালেখা করছে, ঠিক না? তারপরেও when it comes to asking for money, they do not take it. That really shows that there is something known as humanity. There is something known as serving the society that struck me hard. And at the same time, I had a cousin. আমার সেই কাজিনটা হচ্ছে অটিস্টিক, প্রতিবন্ধী। সো যেটা হলো, ওগুলাকে দেখে আই এম লাইক, বাংলাদেশে তো অনেক ইউথ এম্পাওয়ারিং সোসাইটি আছে যারা ওয়ার্ক উইথ দ্য পুয়ার, but there are very few societies that work with people who are suffering from autism or something of that caliber. So that is how I started RYC Global. I can see that there have been a lot of comments. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Sadman, you're looking really beautiful, of course. And yes, with that being said, RYC Global was previously known as RYC Bangladesh. And we used to do a lot of campaigns in the port city of Chittagong, where I am from. We used to do campaigns for dengue. Amra, like, if you guys know Mr. Beast, he's a very good YouTuber. ও একটা প্ল্যান্টেশন করছিল যে 1 মিলিয়ন ট্রি সে প্ল্যান করবে। আমি বাংলাদেশে 1,01,000টা গাছ লাগাইছিলাম with the help of my parents too. So these are some initiatives that we did. We did the hand wash campaign and other campaigns, and slowly we grew to a very
I saw one of the dengue campaign.
Yes, the dengue campaign was one of my very popular campaigns of RYC Global, because it was featured in 4 different newspapers, and also Dhaka Bangla channel, যেটা আছে DBC news channel, they featured us too. So that is how we got that limelight in Dhaka circuit too. So এভাবে আস্তে যখন কোয়ারেন্টাইন আসলো, the best success that RYC got was RYC Global Public Speaking Competition Online 2020, where we reached 55 countries. And yeah, it just happened. And I'm just glad to be where I am today. So yeah, that's basically it.
So was there any struggle or something like that? You struggled a lot for that to come in this position from 5 years?
100%. There were a lot of struggles involved. So first
So
of
please
all,
share those struggles so that everyone can see that for gaining something, we have to struggle and we have to give something at least.
100%. Thank you so much for asking that question, because life is not about success. In fact, a life without a struggle is not a life, according to me at least. So আমাদের পুরা সমাজে, we can talk in Bangla and English mix, right? But I think I have a lot of people from RYC Global, especially from Nepal and India, watching us. So let's keep it maximum English, all right? So the thing is, what happened was, in Bangladesh, there is a very prominent culture that's existent that you have to be very good in education first. And in my case, I won't say that I compromised my education to achieve the things that I've been doing, let it be public speaking, MUNs, RYC, anything, because academics was always my first priority. But to keep that balance between academics and extracurricular activities was extremely difficult. That is a very major concern, time constraint. How will you frame your time to do so many things in a particular 24-hour span? Considering I am from an A-level background, so I literally had coachings until 9:30. So রাতে 9:30 পর, and then I had to self-study for my exams. So I really had the night left. And if my parents are watching, understanding the thing that parents, I know my dad is watching this, but I'm sorry, but মাঝে মাঝে চুরি ডাকাতি করে রাত জাগতে হয়েছে. I had to wake up until 2 to 3 a.m., 4 a.m. There were 5 a.m.s too, because it takes a lot of work. And for that work, you need some extra time. So of course, I sacrificed my sleep I sacrificed a couple of my appetites too. And after that, the most difficult part of setting up a proper organization, I think Onik and Sadman, as you guys are doing this youth talent, you will agree with me on this sense, is you need a very strong team that
Yeah.
supports you the entire way. So in my
Exactly.
exactly. So আমার ক্ষেত্রে যেটা হয়েছে, I started RYC Global with my closest friends. One of them being Ishma Mishayat, who is watching this right now. So the fact is, when your close friends support you on a journey, the work gets a bit easier. So আমার ক্ষেত্রে যেটা হয়েছিল, I did have my close friends, but people did not support me. A lot of
Taking
my
of
school
which,
friends ইসমাম কি বলছে, tell me how you have arrived here and how did your fam like ইসমাম help you, মানে পুরা নার্সিসিস্টিক একটা কোয়েশ্চেন ইসমাম, বাট আই উইল কাম টু ইউ ভেরি সুন। বাট আমি যেটা বলতেছিলাম যে ইনিশিয়ালি দ্য স্ট্রাগল ইজ, বুঝছো অনেক, তোদেরকে আর সাদমানকেও এই কোয়েশ্চেনটা অনেক ফেস করতে হবে যে আরে কেন এসব করতেছো, মানে for getting your questions and for everything whatsoever, right? So the thing is, at the end of the day, there are going to be people who are going to be talking about you, there are going to be people who will be jealous of your success, and there are going to be people who are going to be against you. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that when people hate, you are giving them the reason to hate. When people are jealous, you're giving them the reason to be jealous. So at the end of the day, তোমার মাথায় যদি গোল থাকে, then you will be reaching your position. So that's basically it. I don't think that struggles are there to blockade you. Rather, struggles are there to make you a stronger version of yourself. So that is basically it.
That's amazing. That's
exactly.
amazing.
That should be
So
the motto
another
of
question about RYC, Bhaiya. So
Yeah.
from now, after 10 years, in which position you want to see RYC Global?
My man, that is a very interesting question that you raised. So, all right. Before that, I would like to add something. Manush amake bole je, who's your competitor, and who do you want to be like? Who's your idol? তো অনেকে আমারে বলে যে দীপ্র ভাই ইউ আর মাই আইডল, এন্ড আমি অনেকজনকে বলি যে ইউ আর মাই আইডল, রাইট? বাট টু মি দ্য নাম্বার ওয়ান আইডল দ্যাট আই কনসিডার টু বি মাই আইডল is the Dipro in the next 10 years. So let's say Dipro in 2030 is my idol, and in 2030 the Dipro in 2040 will be my idol. এখন the sense is, আমি I don't know it's good or bad, but I am not satisfied with what I achieve, because I believe that I have miles to go before I sleep, and that is a very good, a very popular proverb that exists in the society in the same time. So the thing is, we have a lot of plans with RYC Global in the first place. So there are two organizations established in Europe by one of the global public speaking champions, Enio Patak, যাকে আমি কয়েকদিন আগে ইন্টারভিউ করছিলাম. He has two
Yes.
youth organizations. একটা
That
নাম
was
হচ্ছে
Y21.
এক্স্যাক্টলি, একটা হচ্ছে Y21 আর একটা হচ্ছে তোমার টিম ইউ, where U stands for like the youth. Alright, so Team U and Y21, we are establishing one of the largest ever public speaking competitions held, not only online, not only physical. So the thing is, TRY, try public speaking competition. And try মানে কি জানো, try তে T হচ্ছে টিম ইউ, R হচ্ছে RYC Global, Y হচ্ছে Y21. So try public speaking competition is a project that is coming up very soon, that will be targeting 150 plus nations across the globe, and we also have our essay competition going on. So এগুলা ছাড়াও, when we go, like আমাদের core members আমি and Diniar, we are going to the US, and Ishma Meshait is going to the University of Toronto in Canada, and Yasir is going to the Hong Kong PolyU in Hong Kong, and of course Sadiksha Sreshta is in Nepal, and I believe that with the next year Sajid is going to end up in a very good place too, of course with the other core members. আমাদের টার্গেট হচ্ছে, although we are distant in location, আমাদের work will be unity. So দেখা যাক, সামনে অনেক plans আছে, of course in the physical world too. Let's hope for the best, but yeah, I just want to keep suspenses, that's it. দেখা যাক কি হয়.
Amazing, amazing.
amazing.
Salman, up to you.
Dipro bhai, we are having a lot of questions. Basically, Dipro Prottoy আসবে এটা শুনে সবার মানে কি বলবো, they are so excited. আচ্ছা, we have a question from anonymous RYC Global. I have a question. How does RYC envision to help grow with other emerging organizations like YT?
আসলে I do not
That's basically
believe
a question we also need.
yeah, I mean, I'll be very honest with you guys. The fact is, there's always opportunity to learn. So আমি এখানে অনেক কিছু শিখবো তোদের থেকে, and you guys will be learning a lot from me. It's basically give and take. So what RYC is doing actually is like, we are still small. I don't consider RYC as a big platform, right? And we just did one major campaign, one major event, which is the RYC Global Online Public Speaking Competition. But at the end of the day, RYC is helping YT and YT is helping RYC Global. It is like a family. So Onik, you joined RYC Global, right, as a participant, and you reached the grand finale of it. And that is the thing. I got to know you, you got to know me. I never ever anticipated that I would know the entire cadet college community, but I did. So families like this not only help to grow organizations, they help to grow individuals. And that is what we are experiencing right now in this platform. I can see a lot of people in the comment section who I knew through MUN's online, who I knew through MUN's physicals, who I knew through a lot of campaigns and everything that we did. So ঘুরে ফিরে না সবকিছু এক হয়ে যায়, কারণ পৃথিবীটা অনেক ছোট, চেনা হয়ে যায় মানুষদেরকে. So that is what keeps me going আর কি.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Dipro bhai. We have another question from one of your closest friends, Yasir bhai.
Dipro, one real question. You're copying Ishmam is Shayad. But guys, trust me when I say
these are the same question.
Exactly the same question. Just Ishmam badale Yasir likhte. But definitely, Yasir, I just want to say that, as I already have mentioned, that what helps the organization grow the most is nothing but the people who are in it. So people like Yasir have helped us a lot when it comes to establishing the foundation. Yasir, of course, was the man behind the camera, jetaকে আমরা বলি director. Ekhane he was the graphics man. So Onik, Onik and Saman, you both were there in RYC. So you saw the graphics of RYC Global in the first place, right?
It was incredible. It was awesome.
Exactly. So যেটার কারণে বলতেছি যে we did not have any training. So I did not have any public speaking training. Yasir did not have any graphics training. At the end of the day, which is the most important is self improvement and self learning. So যেটা আমরা করি আর কি. So that's basically it. Hey, Yasir, a question ছড়া.
Wow, we also have the IPSC champion with us.
All right, Sajid bin Mahmood. Oh my God, it's an honor for you to watch it with us. He mentioned the Oscars and Matthew McConaughey. So guys, if you do not if you have time, do not miss the speech of Matthew McConaughey and Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar winning speech. They will inspire you a lot, trust me. So আমি একটা লাইন ইনক্লুড করছিলাম Dipro in the next 10 years, ওটার সাথে Matthew McConaughey কিছু similarities আছে. So but it's not plagiarized, trust me. আমি plagiarism করি. So yeah.
Okay, we have a serious question from one of our viewers. It's to you, Dipro bhai. A question is really haunting in my mind. How could you ignore the criticism and toxic people around you to reach the peak where you're now?
That is a very good question.
Very good.
Because that's a very interesting question in the sense that when I was growing, I did not face criticism, and when I grew to a particular level, the criticism started flowing in, right? So the thing is, first of all, I just want to say that Akida, I also know you through some online MUN conferences. So I just want to tell you that at the end of the day, if you're doing something good, মানে তুমি যদি জানো যে you are doing something productive, unique, that is helping other people, you will have 90% lovers, or like in my case, it was like 95% lovers and admirers, and 5% people who are criticizing. Now understand, first of all, there is a difference between criticism and toxicity. I personally, I am totally fine with taking criticism if they are constructive criticism. For example, আমাকে যদি কেউ বলে Dipro, RYC এর এই সেক্টরটা it's not working well, so do this, it will help you do better in the future. I am okay with that. But when people tell me you are stupid, তুমি এটা পারবা না and হবে না, then it comes to toxicity. So understand the fact that as long as it is constructive criticism, learn to take those, because constructive criticism will help you grow better, and তোমার কোনো ego problemটাও যদি থাকে, it will be reduced if you start taking advices from anyone else. It doesn't matter if it's a senior, it doesn't matter if it's a junior. At the end of the day, what you need is a goal. ঠিক আছে? And when it comes to toxicity, I really faced 1% criticism. I mean toxicism. ওটাকে কিভাবে আমি বাদ দিছি জানো? At the end of the day, my parents were proud of what am I doing. At the end of the day, my friends were proud of what am I doing. My teachers were proud of what am I doing. So আমি ওই 1% টাকে কেন allow করবো to block my career? So at the end of the day, you have to understand that আমার goal future এ যা করার জন্য হবে, no one can stop me. So if you have that positive aptitude in mind, that attitude টা যদি থাকে তোমার মধ্যে যে I will improve no matter what, criticism টা normally চলে যাবে. You don't have to bother about it that much. But you have to be pure. তোমাকে নিজেকে মাথায় রাখতে হবে যে I Dipro, I Akida am pure. So that is very important.
Exactly.
That's
Thank you
really
so much,
inspiring.
Dipro Prottoy bhai. And we are taking another question from the IPSC champ himself. What are the 3 advices that you would like to give to emerging organizations? For example, for instance, take us as an example.
Yeah.
First of all, Sajid, thank you so much for the question. But at the end of the day, যেমনে লাগতেছে যে আমি ব্র্যাকের মতন অর্গানাইজেশন খুলে ফেলছি, but we are also an emerging organization. We are also growing. But I could tell the people tips that
Hello.
I think there's some internet connection problem, Satman.
Yes, I think so.
So we can take the comments.
Yes,
Now?
we will take the comments. And as soon as the Dipro comes, we will be showing him.
Yeah.
Sure. The comment section is really flying today.
Satman, you can show the comments and you can read those who are inspiring comments or from the audience.
Yes, sure. We have a comment from Naim Muntasir. How did you manage your co-workers? You all are students. You all are having personal works of your own. How did you manage them while you needed them? Or sometimes you managed to give your time instead of letting them know so that they might not feel they are losing their time. Interesting question, Muntasir. We will be following this question up as soon as Sajid Bhai's question is answered. We are also having questions from Ishmami Asad Bhai, Onimish Rejmi, Arush Mohlik, Sadiksha Seshtapu, and also Sadakat.
So, dear viewers, Dipro has just messaged me. He is coming in 1 second.
He's coming in a very short time. Please wait. Don't leave us yet. He's coming. Man, the comment sections are on fire.
And we have a long session, right? We will talk about public speaking, hosting, MAN, and also career planning. So please
Yes.
be with us.
I think he's here. He's connecting.
I think he joined, Sadman.
Rubraj.
Okay, no problem.
Hello, Dipro bhai, are you there? Hello, Dipro bhai.
Oh, it's no problem. There is no current load shedding problem in Dipro Bhai's home, so we can make it. No problem with
Am I
the
audible?
video. Yeah, you are completely audible.
Yes, you are completely audible.
Yeah. Are we in live right now?
Yes, we are
Yeah.
live right now. You
Yeah,
are
so
on
I
TV
humbly
except
apologize.
for
I think I will
you.
be getting my video in like 5 or 10 minutes because এখানে অনেক বাজে একটা power failure হয়েছে. But could I get back to my question right now?
Yeah, this one's the question. What are the 3 advices that you'd like to give to emerging organizations? I think the provider has been disconnected. The net is really terrible around his home.
Actually, in Chittagong, rain is going on and the weather is not good. So
It's basically luck, nothing else. This is a question of an anonymous person from RYC Global.
yeah, sure. We can
us,
share about ourselves now.
Whitey, could you tell us a bit about your visions? President, sir, you have the floor.
We can share about our ones that we made this organization for the young generation, and we see there are a lot of people who don't have any platform to show their talents, and it was a story behind this opening this organization. When I organized and when I opened it, actually আমার যেটা হয়েছিল, আমার জিনিসটা আমি আমার যে ভিতরে ট্যালেন্ট বা আমার আশেপাশে যে বন্ধুদের ভিতর যে ট্যালেন্টটা আছে সেটা দেখানোর জন্য কোনো প্ল্যাটফর্ম পাচ্ছিলাম না। তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি we made this organization for those people who have the talent but who don't find that platform to show their talent. So it's basically about young organization, and our visions is beyond the education, like the extracurricular activities like public speaking and also other things.
We are basically an organization for basically
You can add some I'm talking with Dipro bhai.
Oh, is he here?
I'm talking with him. You can add something about YT.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much for the floor. Basically, YT it's basically more than a platform where the youths can share their talents. It's basically মানে একটা অর্গানাইজেশন, একটা ছোট একটা অর্গানাইজেশন থেকে একটি ফ্যামিলিতে তৈরি হয়ে গেছে আসলে। Basically, we started with the same aim, and all the executives, campus ambassadors, we also extended our hands globally, and আমাদের at present 20টার উপরে দেশের সাথে হলো গিয়া কান্ট্রি রিপ্রেজেন্টেটিভ আছে। সো বেসিক্যালি উই আর প্ল্যানিং দিস সো দ্যাট আমরা দেশ থেকে আস্তে আস্তে internationally, globally জিনিসটাকে এক্সটেন্ড করতে পারি, so that all the youths all over the world can have a platform to exhibit and to develop their talents. And basically in short, যদি আমাদেরকে জিজ্ঞেস করা হয় যে what's our vision, and what's our vision, our main vision is to help people, that by making an organization, creating a platform, hosting events, and even hosting a live show like this, এরকম একটি লাইভ শো করার মাধ্যমে আমরা we say convey the message to all the youths that we share them about the experiences of our guests and what they should do in their life. So basically আমাদের এটাই একটি vision, and let's hope that সবার এটাতে ভালো লাগে, and everyone is helped by that. Let me go check on Dipro bhai, please. Excuse me for a second. We are having some serious weather issues all around the country. I'm speaking. Sure, we have a lot of international viewers, and please excuse me for using Bangla in the middle. Onik, we have a question from Jenisha. Will this organization be organizing other events, the virtual ones, after the pandemic? If yes, how is YT managing the international events?
So that's basically a big question that we have to look for. That if we look after pandemic, look for the international event, then we have to be established at first. So yeah, now we are looking for international events so that we can use this pandemic very well. But after pandemic, I think it's quite tough for us because we are not established that so much. So I think we are looking for national now after the pandemic. Then we will have look on international events after establishing ourselves.
Exactly. At first, we need to go to a level.
I think
Dipro has... What a surprise. Dipro has come.
Guys, did you miss me?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. The number of viewers went from 100 to 30. Everyone missed you.
Oh my God, not an issue.
So that's not an issue. We'll start the session again with new viewer.
100%, hopefully.
Yes, we will be resuming the session, and the question was Sajid bin Mahmood Bhai's 3 advices.
All right. So first of all, the first advice that I would like to give you is to understand the vision of your organization. That what is the vision? Ami ki korbo? Is the organization only for the pandemic only? Naki ami pandemic er poro eta chalabo? Because I can ask one major question to you guys as you guys are in cadet college. Tomra cadeter thakakalin, how this is going to run. This is a major concern too, right? So এটা আমাদের ক্ষেত্রে হয়েছিল when we were in RYC যে how can we consider A level এর সাথে এটা চালানো considering that these two are very time consuming in the first place. So understanding your vision is number 1. Number 2, coming up with a proper team, very important. Teamer মধ্যে there are going to be separate departments of operations, logistics, academics. So graphics, probably one of the most important. So you guys have to understand these strategies. You guys have to appoint people who can handle those departments properly. So that is a very major concern. And the third main advice is to stay positive. If people tell you you cannot do it, just ওদের দিকে তাকাবি and বলবি যে thank you. And then যখন হয়ে যাবে তখন ওরাই তোদেরকে thank you বলবে. So do not lose hope. That is the most important key. Never lose hope. You know where you are going to be in the next 10 years. So just work for it. That's basically it.
Thank you so much, Dipro bhai. Let's hope that we are going to cherish those advices in our hearts.
So Sadman, we can talk about public speaking now. We have a section of public speaking in this session.
Before we go to public speaking, we have one last question. After that, we are moving to the story behind public speaking. Okay. This is from Naimuntasir Logno. He also runs an organization named Echoes. basically
Nice.
about a speaking platform. So his question is, how did you manage your coworkers? You all are students. You all are having personal works of your own. How did you manage them while you needed them? Or sometimes you manage to give your time instead of letting them know, so that they might not feel that they are losing their time.
Wow, that is a really great question and something that I can 100% relate to. It's because
That's a really deep question.
that's a really deep question. Yeah, I can understand that you run an organization with this question itself. So the first thing is that you guys need to realize that when you start off an organization as the founder or the co-vice founder or the co-founders, people won't support you. Why would people pay you instead of paying another organization? Why would people be in your group instead of being in another organization? Let me give you two examples of forms. So recently, ROIC Global did a recruitment form, right? And I got 150 responses in 3 days. That is huge. 150 people want to join ROIC in the core team member. I did that in 2017. I got 4 responses, and one of them was my demo করে না মানুষ দেখার জন্য ফর্ম
Yeah,
চলে
yeah.
নাকি না। So
Yeah, yeah.
The
that
demo application.
so exactly 3জন ছিল, 3জনের মধ্যে 2 of them were my closest friends and one of them was a random person. And now what happened is 150 people applied. I don't know 90% of them. That means people do not know Dipro Prottoy. I don't want people to know me as Dipro Prottoy. I want people to know me as one of the members of ROIC. Because ROIC is like a baby that I grew up with. So I want people to know this organization. So that is what I aspire for. And মাথায় রাখবা যে initially there are gonna be people যারা বলবে এত কাজ কেমনে করব। So I used to deal with logistics, operations, and ওই অনেক, you were a campus ambassador, right, at RYC Global.
Yeah.
So ওই পোস্টারটা যেটা ছিল সবকিছু আমি বানাইছিলাম for the first 1 month because I knew that Ishmam and Yasir, they had their exams. And সবাই কিন্তু এক্সামের সাথে প্রেসার হ্যান্ডেল করতে পারে না, and initially you have to show them যে তুমি তো এসব করতেছো. You are showing them that I am very passionate about this and that's why they joined you. এরকমই হয়েছে. So after my exams ended, I told Ishmam and Yasir তোরা ভালো করে এক্সাম দে. Right after May 1st যখন আমাদের এক্সাম শেষ আমরা একসঙ্গে কাজে লাগবো. So until April 15th to May 1st ওই 15 দিন entire campus ambassador recruitment form fill upping ওদেরকে ইমেল পাঠানো. I sent more than 2000 emails in 1.5 months and that is really difficult. So ওগুলো অনেক difficult হয়েছে, but after that the work got distributed. Sajid handled the academics so amazingly. The topics, the agenda, the entire layout of the public speaking competition, Sajid. The entire operations of the RYC Global Public Speaking Competition, Ishmam. Entire graphics, we had Yasir. And entire pura Master of Ceremony, Sadiksha. 5 core members launched a group of 1500 plus participants from 46 different countries. So at the end of the day, the quality matters more than the quantity. That is something we all should appreciate. So yeah, that's basically it.
Well, I was personally surprised to see the post that only 5 core members were there. আপনারা একটা পোস্ট দিয়েছিলেন না যে সবকিছু শেষে পরে যে এতজন মিলে হলো গিয়ে অর্গানাইজ করছে, বাট কোর টিম মেম্বার কে কে?
Exactly.
So it was, I mean, I was shell shocked after seeing that, actually. Hello.
Yeah, definitely. Because the sense is, sorry, আমি একটু পানি খেয়েছিলাম. So the thing is, অনেকে মনে করছে আর কি যে RYC, where is your team? I mean, why are you guys so good in time? মানে এখন বাংলাদেশে একটা অবস্থা হয়ে গেছে. For example, আমি তোদেরকে বললাম this event is going to start from 8. সবাই হাসবে যদি এটা আসলে 8টা বাজে শুরু হয়. Because বাংলাদেশে হইতেছে 8টা বাজে মানে হইতেছে প্রথম 10-15 মিনিট এমনিই যাবে. So it's gonna start from 8:15. But in RYC Global, the main thing that we ensure that will take place is punctuality. 8টা বাজে বলছি, পারলে 7:59 থেকে স্টার্ট করব, বুঝছো? So that is extremely important. So timing should be something that we all should appreciate, and timing should be something we all hold dear to our heart. সময়ে being punctual is literally the most important thing. So yeah.
So So now we can move on to public speaking section. So Dipro bhai, are you there?
100%, yes.
So there are so many newcomers who want to learn public speaking, but actually they think that they don't have any contents, they don't have any concepts, and they are Bangla public speaker, right? So
Right.
or they think that they are in Bangla medium, so then they don't have any vocabulary. So how they will start their public speaking journey? For the newcomers, what is your suggestion?
Acha. So first of all, saying that I personally never had any public speaking background. I was a debater followed by a manner and অনেকদিন ধরে এমিয়ন করেছি, and I used to go places to attend shows, and আমি mainly MC ছিলাম স্কুলে. So I used to conduct ceremonies and go to places and things like that. But the thing is, first of all, do not even consider yourself as a Bangla medium or an English medium, because I can guarantee you যে me coming from an English medium অনেকেই ভালো ইংলিশ বলতে পারে না। অনেকের ধারণা হচ্ছে যে ইংলিশ মিডিয়ামের স্টুডেন্টস গুলা দে আর ভেরি গুড ইন ইংলিশ, বাট সামটাইমস হোয়াট হ্যাপেন্স ইজ জাস্ট বিকজ ইউ জাস্ট অ্যাটেন্ড অ্যান ইংলিশ মিডিয়াম স্কুল। আমি একটা একদম ইজি এক্সাম্পল দিই। আমাদের যে ও লেভেলে ইংলিশ হয়, ইংলিশ ও লেভেল এক্সামিনেশন তোদের জন্য যেটা এসএসসি, ওখানে অ্যাটলিস্ট 99% অফ দেম গেট লেস দেন অ্যান এ স্টার। মানে 90 থেকে 100-র ঘরে খালি 1% মানুষই পায়, অনেক বি সি ডিজ আছে। So first of all, this is a very good advice, not an advice but a suggestion to you guys, যে ভুলে যা যে তোরা বাংলা মিডিয়াম থেকে আসছো। That is not an issue, because if I contemplate on the champions, Sajid bin Mahmood, Sajid Pasha, one of my inspiration, Siam Shahid Noor, ওরা কি ইংলিশ মিডিয়াম থেকে না বাংলা মিডিয়াম থেকে? They are from Bengali mediums who have won the IPSC, and IPSC is literally one of the most strongest public speaking platforms in Bangladesh. I mean, RYC এর পরে কি বলস। তো the thing is, আমি পার্সোনালি কখনো আইপিএসসি করতে পারি নাই। আই জাস্ট ডিড ওয়ান্স ইন আই থিঙ্ক উইথ সাজিদ পাশা ভাই, কিন্তু আমি ন্যাশনালসটাতে যেতে পারি নাই বিকজ ওয়েন আই হার্ড যে ওদের ফাইনালসটা হয় হচ্ছে তোর মেতে, আই লস্ট অল মাই ইন্টারেস্ট, কারণ আমার মেতে ও লেভেল এ লেভেল এক্সামিনেশনস থাকে। তো আমি শুধু শুধু কেন ন্যাশনালসে গিয়ে আমার সময় নষ্ট করবো? আই ওয়াজ সিলেক্টেড ফর ন্যাশনালস বাট আই ডিড নট গো। সো দ্য থিং ইজ এভরিওয়ান, ফর বিগিনার্স স্পেশালি, I never had this public speaking phobia because আমি অনেক সোশ্যাল। অনেকে বলে না যে আমি তো একটু unsocial, I stay within myself, so I cannot cope with the audience when I see them, আমার ভয় লাগে। But at the end of the day, understand this, যে public speaking starts from home. মানুষের সাথে প্রথমে ইন্টারঅ্যাক্ট করো, আশেপাশটা দেখো, that helps you a lot. Talk to people. Doesn't mean that you have to start with a mentor. You can start with a cousin, you can start with the mirror, you can start with your camera. So these things help a lot when it comes to speaking. To be a good public speaker, you have to be a speaker first. তুমি যদি কথাই না বলো তাহলে তো ভালো গুড পাবলিক স্পিকার হইতে পারবা। So in order to improve the fluency as we are doing right now, you guys have to continue speaking, and that is very important. And to continue speaking, I mean that থেমে যাবা না। অনেকে যখন কথা বলে দে আর লাইক আচ্ছা, দ্য থিং ইজ আচ্ছা ওইটা। সো এই জিনিসটা কামস উইথ ফ্লুয়েন্সি। সো ওইটা আই হোপ যে আস্তে আস্তে হবে, বাট দ্য ফার্স্ট কাপল অফ টিপস ইজ টু বি কনফিডেন্ট অ্যান্ড টু প্র্যাকটিস। প্র্যাকটিসটা কিন্তু অনেক ইম্পর্টেন্ট। সো দ্যাট ইজ আই থিঙ্ক ওয়ান অফ দ্য মোস্ট very cliche but important things to stress about. Practice as much as you can.
Thank you so much.
I think there is a comment from Sadman Sakib Rafi bhai.
This is a question from Sadman Sakib Rafi bhai. Dipro bhai, what is the first thing we should do just after the first event of a new organization for further development? Basically, something happens like যে আমি একটা অর্গানাইজেশন খুললাম, আমাদের ফার্স্ট ইভেন্টটা, যেমন আমাদের ইউথ ট্যালেন্টসের ফার্স্ট ইভেন্টের একটা এক্সাম্পল দিই। দ্য এপিস্টোলারি দ্য কোয়ারেন্টাইন গেমস ওয়াজ, মানে একটা কথার কথা আছে না যে ফার্স্ট অফ ইটস কাইন্ড, এই জিনিসটা হলো সবসময় মানে সবচেয়ে বেশি হিট খায় যেটা। সো বেসিক্যালি আমরা আমাদের অর্গানাইজেশন থেকে ফার্স্টে এরকম একটা লিটারেচার বেসড একটা কম্পিটিশন হোস্ট করেছিলাম, অ্যান্ড alhamdulillah we got 2000 plus responses whole across the nation. So basically ওই ফার্স্টে একটা মানে মনে করেন ফার্স্ট একটা ইভেন্ট ভালো হোক বা খারাপ হোক, তারপর অনেকেই ইয়া করে ফেলে যে আমি তো মানে আমরা তো একদম ভালো করে ফেলছি, আমরা একদম ফাটায় ফেলাইছি, পরে কি করব?
Very good question.
So this is the question আমিও আপনাকে আস্ক করতাম. I would have also asked you, but Rafi bhai took the floor.
That is really interesting. See, the first thing is, তুই যতই আগাস না কেন, the main concern is to be unique. ঠিক আছে? So RYC তে যেটা হয়েছিল, let me be very frank, আমি অনেক MUNs দেখতাম, অনলাইন MUNs হচ্ছে, ঠিক না? But RYC Global hosted the first ever online public speaking competition, at least in the Asian subcontinent, because I didn't hear any online public speaking competition, let alone the world. এরপর দেখলাম যে when this got a bit of a hit, মোটামুটি we received amazing responses. The reach was over 150,000, so that was huge. তো ওইটার পর দেখলাম যে অনেক পাবলিক স্পিকিং forums, অনেক পাবলিক স্পিকিং কম্পিটিশনস খুলতেছে. So the thing is, you have to be the path. You cannot take anyone else take the like limelight away from you. But then again, প্রথমবার যখন সাকসেসফুল হয়, আমি জানি একটা কথা আছে, ফর এক্সাম্পল ভাবো যে আমার like for example, let's say that I got a B. If I rise from a B to an A star অথবা a golden A plus, this is my credit and people will appreciate it. But if I drop from a golden A plus to an A or a B, people will talk a lot. Now the fact that you guys have established a platform, RYC has established a platform, we cannot go below that. And for that, we have to come up with unique ideas, plans, strategies, and a lot of things that is going to ensure that we do not step back. And in order for us to do that, we again come back to those 3 rules that we shared. So you have to come up with a very good team. They're going to give you a lot of unique ideas. They're going to give you the ideas to implement something new that has never been done before. So these are the things that we as youth should work with. Karan, Enyo amake oidin ekta onek important kotha bolche, and I want to share this with you guys. Je আমি 18, অনেক মনে হয় 16-17, তুমিও মনে হয় সেম, রাইট সাদমান? You both, you guys are between 17 and 18. Yeah. So our concern is, মানুষ আমাদেরকে যাতে না বলে যে 16-17 বছরের বাচ্চারা কি করতে পারে, because technically nowadays what is happening is, আমরা যদি 50 বছরও বাঁচি, we should be grateful to Almighty God and Allah, because we are living for 50-60 years. So technically we have lived 1/3 of our lives. চিন্তা করো, আমরা আমাদের 3 ভাগের 1 ভাগ জীবন already we lived. So if I question myself that was I productive in the 1/3 of my life, কে বলছে যে you have to wait for a university degree, then go to a job, work from 9 to 5, and then earn a salary, marry, have kids, have fun? This is not life. I don't want to live that life. So the best way to live life is to enjoy what you love doing. If you enjoy academics and studying, do that. No one is stopping you. And if you want to enjoy creating a change in the world by making a difference, by bringing yourself the change, that is something really important. And as a result, if you want any organization to move on, you have to come up with events and you have to maintain the consistency. যেটার জন্য আবার the question comes back to you guys and also me, যে আমি যে ইউনিভার্সিটিতে চলে যাচ্ছি, তোমরা যে ক্যাডেট কলেজে চলে যাচ্ছ, can we be able to maintain the consistency or not? এখন 3-4টা ইভেন্ট নামাইলাম, 6-7 মাস ইভেন্টই নামাইলাম না, ফ্লপ খাবে অর্গানাইজেশন in both of our sides. So we have to keep that consistency going. I think that is the key. Consistency is the key.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
So Salman, can you take the comment of Labibur Rahman? He's my best friend.
Wait. Where are you, Labib? Yeah, I got him. His question is, sir, I'm a Bangla public speaker. So how can I be better in English public speaking? Well, about Labib, I would like to tell that he is a really good Bengali debater I've seen in my life. Really, really good one. Right, Onik?
Yeah.
বাহ, তাইলে তো এখন আমার জন্য অনেক ডিফিকাল্ট হয়ে গেছে, because I'm not a good public speaker. But I'm gonna try to explain it.
No, you are not a good public speaker, but you are a very good mentor, I know.
But I'm gonna try, because understand the fact that public speaking doesn't mean like for example, if you are in if you're good in public speaking, that doesn't only mean যে আমি public speaking competitions এ গিয়ে public speaking এ first হব. That is not your key. Public speaking is important in all the sectors of your life. Let it be academics, let it be job hunting, and eventually, for example, আমি computer science পড়তেছি. In order for me to get a job in Google or Microsoft or any of the top-notch ones, at the end of the day, you have to face the interview. And when it comes to the interview, academic knowledge is important. Let's say আমরা দুইজন আছি, আমাদের academic knowledge একদম same. Who would the interviewers prefer? The one who have a better presentation skill. So at the end of the day, public speaking is required in all the sectors. And about English public speaking in general, trust me when I say this, আমাকে যদি এখন বাংলা public speaking করতে বলে, it would be difficult for me. And তোমাদেরকে যদি English public speaking করতে বলে, it would be difficult from you, considering the background that we are from. However, it's a bitter truth that আমি কিন্তু most of the English and the way I speak, that has not been taken from the place in all right, so we are getting international viewers, so I will be speaking in English. That is perfect. So the thing is, understand the fact that the way I'm speaking right now, it's not coming from the institution I was born and brought up in, mainly because at the end of the day, it all comes down to your self-study and self-plan. So these are a couple of tips that I followed. First of all, you guys can take a lot of help from YouTube and amazing public speakers who are already there online. And when I say amazing public speakers, you guys can look up to people. For example, those have the ones that have won the Toastmasters, the ones that have been debating, the ones that have given speeches in amazing platforms, for example, TED Talks and the United Nations. These people know not only how to speak, but they also know the elements of public speaking. And আমাকে যদি বলে যে ভাইয়া, what public speaking elements do you follow? I say that I don't follow any because it all comes naturally. Because forcefully তুমি যদি কিছু ইমপ্লিমেন্ট করো, a lot of questions that I receive is hand কতটুকু মুভ করাইতে হয়, ঠিক না, টোন কতটুকু উপর নিচু করতে হয়. But at the end of the day, you are gonna understand that as much as you practice, not only in competitions but also in the practical world, naturally কিন্তু এটা চলে আসে. যেমন আমি যদি আচ্ছা অনেক although you are the host, but I will be asking you a question, ঠিক আছে? So when we talk, ঠিক আছে, এখন আমি যদি তোমারে বলি যে অনেক give me 3 tips you follow when you talk to me, তুমি কি আনসার দিতে পারবা যে টকিং এ তুমি কি কি টিপস ফলো মানে স্ট্র্যাটেজি ফলো করো? Can you answer me?
It's basically it comes naturally.
Exactly. So similarly, when people tell me that what are the main tips that you follow for public speaking, although I can provide you one from a mentorship background, but at the end of the day, everyone has their own style of speaking. And for that, you guys need to watch a lot of videos. You guys need to see a lot of series and Netflix and movies. It helps a lot, trust me, to build up that accent, to build up the fluency in speaking. And when it comes to vocabulary, for example, যখন আমরা একটা শো হোস্ট করি or something, the most popular adjective যেটা মানুষ ইউজ করে, interesting, very good, excellent, amazing, outstanding. Kintu like Google has a lot of words, right? And dictionaries have a lot of words. Like আমি যখন O level এ যাইতাম, আমি বুঝছো অনেক easy words গুলোকে I used to find synonyms. For example, the best synonym for like happy is like euphora. Just an example. So you guys can come up with words that will be replacing your day-to-day words so that it is better for speaking in the first place. So that is also a good tip that you guys can follow. But watch a lot of videos, it helps.
Thank you so much, Dipro Prottoy bhai. And we have a question from an international viewer. I also had the same question. I would ask you that. Sir, it's from Animesh Rejmi. Sir, after you join your further studies at the USA, what have you thought regarding the management of time for RYC Global along with your studies?
Very interesting question. All right. So I think আচ্ছা, so একটা অনেক বাজে জোক মারি, ঠিক আছে? I am not an alcoholic, but I am a workaholic. So I love to work. তো যেটার কারণে আমি কখনো like if I sit down in a place আমার না অনেক খারাপ লাগে। I feel bad if I just stay in a particular place without doing any work. So I love to engage myself in a lot of activities. So first, let me tell you the struggle that I'm going to face. In the University of Michigan, I'm taking the computer science and engineering degree as a master's, and I'm doing, hopefully I will be doing 3 minors in data science, marketing, and international relations. So আমার 4টা core subject আছে. Along with that, I'm also the part of the University of Michigan MUN Club as the Director of Academics. I was recruited recently. And also Bangladesh Student Association in the University of Michigan. যেখানে সব বাঙালি কাজ কারবার হয়. I am also as a co-chair in that organization. So apart from all those, I'm also planning on moving on with ROIC. ঠিক না? So the main thing that comes to my mind is time management. So time management is something extremely important because what I have in plan as of now is like এখন তো এখানে রাত, ঠিক না? আমেরিকাতে সকাল। So আমি এখনো টাইমটা ফ্রেম করতে পারবো না। I cannot frame my time while I stay at Bangladesh on how I will organize everything while I am in the United States of America. However, what I have in plan is আমেরিকাতে there is a very flexible schedule, ঠিক না? সেটা হচ্ছে in the United States of America what you normally do is there is a holiday of Saturday and Sunday and classes finish at 2 to 3. So if you think normally, if classes over at 2 to 3 and then তিনটা থেকে from 3 to 6 or 7:30 or let's say 8 or 9:30, I'm going to be self-studying, doing my research papers, preparing presentations, but I still have time from 10 to 2 to 2:30, right? So ওই 4-5 ঘন্টাটা I can use into something productive. And I'm not always an academic guy. I do watch Netflix a lot. Dark বেরোইছে, so season 3 ও দেখবো hopefully. But apart from all this, I try to maintain productivity. So I hope with productiveness, with an aim, it will hopefully work out. But I need everyone's duas and prayers. So do send me, and also to Sadman and Onik because they are also doing an amazing work with youth talents. So let's just hope for the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our prayers will always be with you, and please pray for us as well.
100%.
So I saw one post from you. Okay, take the comment.
This is the question from Arush Maulik. Dipro, how did you manage to balance academics with your other activities?
So this is a question that I really get.
Question followed by Sadiq Shapu. How did you manage your personal and professional life at the same time?
All right, that is, yeah, exactly. So duita question already পেয়ে গেছো, but this is something that I get asked a lot because so okay, let me give you a brief overview. So I was into public speaking, of course. I was into a lot of voluntary work, social organizations. I did a lot of MUNs. At the same time, I used to participate in Chotokhato Olympiads. I did the essay writing competitions in 3 to 4 institutions. I did internships at 2 different tech companies in Bangladesh and also an autism school as a research assistant. So I did a lot of things, right? And I'm going to year gap nichi na. So the fact that I did not take year gap, and people often ask that how did you balance these two? It all comes down to your priorities. So in life, you have to sacrifice some things to get the others. Like I did sacrifice a couple of things. So I used to play really good cricket. I'm in class 6-7 পর্যন্ত ইস্পানিতে I used to play, and I was selected for the under 13 team. Kintu my parents were like, this is a very risky career and you have to maintain your priorities. So it clogged my mind. I was like, should I go into the art sector, মানে তোমার debates and MUNs and public speaking, like cricket? And then I gave up cricket. So at the end of the day, you guys have to be aware of the fact that in order to achieve something good, you also have to make sacrifices on the other side. And yes, the reason why they asked this question about mixing your, like Sadiksha asked this question about personal and professional life in the first place, because I have a lot of my friends, close friends and best friends, they never felt that I was not giving time to them aside from my professional work. আমি এটাও হয় না যে আমি I was doing so much work that I was abandoning my friends. So at the end of the day, you guys have to understand the fact that no matter how much busy you guys get, you guys cannot forget your homies, which is your parents and which is your which is everyone that surrounds you through your childhood and everything, ঠিক না? So ঘুরে ফিরে কিন্তু at the end of the day, it all comes down to time management and of course a positive mind. Those two people who helped me a lot in this journey were my parents. If you do not have the support of your parents, things become a bit difficult. But at the end of the day, if you guys can convince your parents, because a lot of questions might pop up. My parents do not want me to do these things because they just want me to do academics and get GPA 5. So understand this fact that I did not compromise on academics. I had really good grades on O levels and A levels. ওইটাকে রেখে I pursued another path. So if you guys can keep all the people happy, there is no bad thing in it. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to hard work, passion, determination, and however you would like to call it. So yeah, that's basically it.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Dipro bhai.
So what I was telling Bhaiya that
Every time whenever I join Dipro bhai face internet problems.
Yes,
So
go
sad.
away. I do not want you in here. Do not stay over here. My internet is lagging anyways because it's raining outside. But it's good.
Yeah.
Am I audible and visible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're audible and completely visible due to the lights.
Perfect.
So what was I telling that I saw one post about online MUN from Dipro Bhaiya. So can you share that online post about online MUN? That was really amazing. So that everyone can know about that online MUN that you have posted on your FB account.
All right. So yes, I'm glad that you put this forward too. See, considering the fact that we cannot, even if we try, we cannot organize any physical conferences, events, or anything whatsoever. ঠিক না? So we have to rely on this online platform. But we have to also understand the fact যে আমরা যে অনলাইনে জিনিসগুলো নিচ্ছি, that might be completely different in the physical world. ঠিক না? মানে if I would have organized an online MUN or an online public speaking competition, the flavor would have been completely different than the online version. But still, at the end of the day, we have to understand the fact that we are all bounded due to this little viruses that have taken over the world. Humanity's disgrace. But হচ্ছে এটা. So ওই পোস্টটা আমি যেটা লিখছি, I received a lot of criticism, not a lot, a couple of criticism আমাকে নিয়ে করে নাই, online MUNs কে নিয়ে, online events কে নিয়ে করতেছে যে they do not give you the flavor of proper diplomacy, they do not help you in this, that. But I just realized one thing, যে we are not forcing anyone, right? If you can do MUNs, if you can learn something from those events, then it's completely fine. Similarly, for example, I think I did around 20 online MUNs, and I did in Bangladesh, India, tapor Nepal, Pakistan, Lebanon, and one in the United States of America. So I did this and I got to meet with amazing people. And I was invited as a delegate, I was invited as an organizer, as a chairperson. So these were amazing honors for me in the first place. ঠিক না? এখন যখন মানুষ বলে যে অনলাইন MUN ভালো না, খারাপ লাগে, I just realized something, that people who talk about online MUNs being bad have not participated in online MUNs অথবা একটা verbal mention পাই বের হয়ে গেছে. Just an example. বুঝছো? So the thing is, if someone is really passionate about something, যেমন if we consider the physical world, MUNs also have a lot of backlashes. Considering the fact যে বুঝছো তো আমি কি বলতেছি, sometimes what happens is even in the physical world, a lot of controversies happen with events, MUNs, and everything. So you cannot stop those. It all depends on the individual. So if you yourself, like if you Sadman, if you Onik, and if me Dipro have the determination of learning something, if we have the determination of gleaning some extra knowledge, the platform does not matter, because at the end of the day we are trying to get something from them. And আমার একটা জিনিস বলো, I think the world does not have better institutions like Harvard. The world does not have better institutions like the Ivy Leagues. If they can host an online MUN, so why can't organizations in Bangladesh and India and Nepal host online MUNs? ঠিক না? And they are charging money, $80, $90, 120 euros in Europe, and এখানে 100 টাকা, 200 টাকা, and sometimes most of the time it's free. So you are giving them a platform to learn free. এটার পর যদি এখন মানুষ কোয়েশ্চেন করে, আমার তো কিছু বলার নেই. So I just really sent that status out to let people know that it doesn't matter which platform it is. If you want to learn, of course you have the right to learn. So that is basically it.
Thank you so much, Dipro bhai. We also got a question from Anthea Primrose. I don't know what that account is. Sometimes I think that I will do public speaking or MUN, but then parents say that I will not do good in my academic activities, so then I back off. But I'm really interested. What should I do?
Very interesting. Very interesting thing to be questioned in the first place. So yes, the fact that Anthea, I don't know if you are. I think yeah. Let's consider this as a real account. Okay. So Anthea Primrose, the first thing is you said that your parents said that you won't do good in academic activities. The first, I missed this thing. In order to do something in life, you have to take risks. That is very important. So, Anthea, the main thing that you can do is you take part in a contest or anything and show your parents. You show your parents that this is not hampering your academics at all. In my case, it happened differently. And I'm sorry if any parents are watching this, but I would like to give the young generation a tip that I followed. I used to emotionally blackmail my parents that if you don't let me go to this MUN, আমার পড়ালেখা খারাপ হয়ে যাবে. I would do bad. So what happened was I used to promise my parents that let me go to this MUN, I will increase my education double. So let's say the MUN is in Friday and Saturday. All right, let's take an example that the MUN is in Friday and Saturday. আমি সানডে থেকে ওয়েডনেসডের মধ্যে or থার্সডের মধ্যে I used to complete all my homework. I used to complete all my assignments. If I would have a coaching on Friday, Saturday, I used to do it on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I never compromised my academics. I just changed the timings just to fit in with it. So that is the thing. You do not need to sacrifice at the end of the day. You can maintain both of them if you can show your parents with that determination. Arta জিনিস হচ্ছে when parents tell you things like this, do not lose your confidence, lose their confidence. তুমি তোমার বাবা মাকে দেখাই দাও যে I don't care if you guys say this or not, কিন্তু at the end of the day I can do it. And one more thing, I think we have a couple of viewers already. I think this tip is extremely important also to Sadman and Onik, as you guys will be applying to universities really soon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Indians and Chinese, and no racism intended negatively or positively, they're extremely good in academics. Even if we can, আমরা ওদেরকে ধরতে পারবো না. So when the universities recruit people, they just don't want to see a CV with golden A, GPA 5, A star, A star, A star. They don't want to see that. Because এরকম অনেক অনেক মানুষ আছে. People think যে, oh my god, he's so good in academics. এরকম মনে হয় মানুষ অনেক কম আছে. But no. Unfortunately, and this is to break it down to you, that only with good academics, you might not reach places. And for example, let me give an example. Jamon, we know Siam bhai. He has a golden GPA, GPA 5, college cultural prefect, but at the end of the day, that guy knows how to play drum. That guy knew programming, and that guy knew all the cultural affairs thing, and not to mention that he was an amazing speaker and a mentor and a tutor. Thik na? So
Yeah.
in case of like, although I am nowhere exactly, you should be proud of all the extracurricular things. Tumi jano, the main thing that hint me a lot, that you have to do Olympiads, or else if you do not do Olympiads, you won't get into a good university. But at the end of the day, I was not an Olympiad guy. I am not that academic. I found my refuge in RY.
Sadman is an Olympiad guy. Sadman.
Are you
I
a good
was a-
Olympiad guy? Like, are you passionate about Olympiads?
I'm passionate about astrophysics, and I was the national winner last year. This year, I couldn't participate due to SSC.
Perfect. So তুমি ন্যাশনাল চ্যাম্পিয়ন পর্যন্ত চলে গেছো। আমি ডিভিশনালে হারগুড়ুপু খাইতাম বিকজ আই ডিড নট লাইক এক্সট্রা প্রেশার। এখন বুঝছো আমি কি বলতেছি? ইফ ইউ আর নট প্যাশনেট অ্যাবাউট সামথিং, ডু নট ডু ইট। ইফ ইউ আর প্যাশনেট অ্যাবাউট সামথিং, ওয়ার্ক হার্ড অন ইট। যেমন আমাকে তো মা বলছে, বাবা যারা বড় বড় ইউনিভার্সিটিতে টিকে ওরা একটা না একটা অলিম্পিয়াড করছে, তুইও একটা কর। And I reached the Nationals of Physics Olympiad. I reached the Nationals of Math Olympiad. I reached the Nationals of Biology Olympiad. ভাল লাগে না। So I just skipped it. Because if I would have continued with that, I might have won, but I would not have been happy. And in your college applications, you guys have to write amazing essays on what you do. আমি কিন্তু এখন পাবলিক স্পিকিং নিয়ে একটা বই লিখে ফেলতে পারবো বিকজ আই এম প্যাশনেট অ্যাবাউট ইট। অলিম্পিয়াড নিয়ে লিখতে বলে আমি এক লাইনও লিখতে পারবো না বিকজ I did not enjoy doing it. So you have to enjoy what you are doing. And coming back to the question, your parents will be questioning you. But if you guys reward your parents with your success, trust me when I say this, they are going to be the first person to object you but again they're gonna be the first person to compliment you. আমার মা যে আমারে কত কিছু বলে every single day, এখনো ঝগড়া করে আসছে কিছুক্ষণ আগে। When I lost my internet connection, I went to my mom to say, মা তোমার ফোন দাও, those two people are waiting, নালে I couldn't connect. But at the end of the day, my mom was the most happiest because I got this opportunity to be with you guys and to talk about my story. So they will, and I promise you, questionটা কে করছিল জানি?
And here Primrose.
Yes. So Primrose, just letting you know that your parents will be the most happiest once you show them your success. But initially, it's a bit difficult. So just work hard on what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Apart from this session, I want to announce something, Sadman, about your talents.
Yes, Onik, please have the floor.
So respected viewers, after this session ends, we will recruit a graphics designer and also content writer, and we will post that in our FB page. So those of you who are interested in graphics designing and also content writing, please fill up the form after we give it and be our part. So you can carry on, Sadman.
Yeah, thank you so much, Onik. And Dipro bhai, Yasir bhai ke পাঠিয়ে দেন। Yasir bhai আমাদের আসলে খুব লাভ হবে।
Yeah. Yasir bhai
at least 4 or 5 people have told me, can Yasir go there? Bhai, তোরা আমার মানুষ, আমরা একটা ছোট organization, RYC Global is a very ছোটখাটো place, so do not take away our people.
I mean, wait a second. You are saying that
we
you
can
guys
take
are
Yasir bhai. Yasir bhai is there.
Yasir is still there. Oh my God, Yasir, please do not betray us. We have been a family. We have to remember our family before you join YT. All right. So, but yeah, at the end of that, it's fun. Let's hope for the best.
People eventually have two families after marriage, so it's kind of the almost same thing.
Example, dise bhai. But yeah, I think that honestly, with the reach that your page has, you will be getting a very good graphics designer really soon. So let's hope for the best.
Thank you so much, Dipro bhai. And moving on to our next question. It's from Ashika Joshi. Have you ever observed any kind of nepotism, favoritism around you, i.e. happening to your competitors in an event, competition, or any other? How did it affect you? 3 emojis.
Interesting question. So the word nepotism has been very popular these days. ঠিক না, মানে Bollywood nepotism and everything. Honestly, আমি একদম সত্যি কথা বলতে, I never even, I don't know what's the word. I did not care or I did not bother about anything that is going around with me because buchos, when you are so busy organizing your event and when you are so when you are so passionate about your work, you do not even care about what's going around you. So nepotism and favoritism directly occurs when people notice too much in their surroundings rather than focusing on their work. So I do not think I faced or I was a victim of nepotism or favoritism in the first place. But yes, there are a lot of organizations. Some have amazing reaches, but I personally feel that RYC, sometimes I feel that RYC is better than them, but we are still not as growing and popular as them. বুঝছস? And এটা তোমাদেরও লাগবে. You might think, oh my God, this page has like 50,000 likes, but we do better work than them. ঠিক না? So in those cases, what I would suggest that at the end of the day, success is something that is earned and achieved through hard work. So paranai, it will take time, but nepotism is something that I believe that it happens, and we have seen people take their lives for this and because of certain things that's happening around that. But at the end of the day, I understand the fact that there are people who care for you and there are people who love you, and if you just decide to end this, you're just telling those people that you have lost this battle. So let us all prove them through our hard work that we can do it, and let us all prove them that this is not the end of the world. So yeah, that is basically it. Yeah, that is it.
That's great, Bhaiya. So I want to ask one question that I saw in your Facebook profile bio, that you wrote you want to see smile in the people of Bangladesh, right?
You have stalked me well, my sir.
Yeah. So, in which sector you are saying that you want to see the smile in the people of Bangladesh, or are you taking any steps for that so that we can know about that?
I mean, definitely. This was also one of my catchphrases in the university admissions essays that I wrote. And acha, so Onik, before that, let me tell you, আমি কোথা থেকে এই জিনিসটা আসছে আমি তোমারে বলি. So there was this essay of Stanford where it was written, describe five words to describe you. যখন এটা আসে মানুষ কি করে? Exuberant, happy, melancholy, আরেকটা ওরা 5টা অ্যাডজেক্টিভ লিখে দেয়, 5 words to describe you. আমার 5 words were I want Bangladesh to smile. বুঝছস? So it was unique. So I
That's amazing.
made a sentence rather than a word. So আমি এটা কেন করছি? Because at the end of the day, whatever I do, wherever I do it, I will be coming back to Bangladesh, and I will be coming back to Bangladesh in the sense not physically, maybe US থাকবো, but the work will be dedicated to my countrymen. And when it comes to which sector do you want to contribute in, the main sector that I would like to contribute in is the youth empowerment and youth development, considering the fact that a lot of youths in this world still cannot get outside that enigma and taboo that goes on with education. যেমন প্রাথমিক education is important, right? But at the end of the day, when I ask my parents, তুমি ফিজিক্স পড়ে লাইফে কি করছো, তুমি তো ডাক্তার হইছো, ঠিক না? So that is the thing. I think that in the vocational life, in the real life, you guys need to have a lot of practical education too, compared to puthigoto bidya. So that is very limited in Bangladesh. Things like sex education is not really talked about. So I believe that the entire infrastructure of the education in Bangladesh will change if these things are introduced. So that is a vision of mine that I would like to implement in the youths of the world. So yeah, that is basically it.
That's amazing. Sadman, can you take another comment from the viewers?
Sure. Wait a second.
So before going that, Bhaya, okay.
It's from Shazid bin Mahmood Bhai. How do you envision to engage the youth in future as the lockdown is lifted?
That is a really interesting question, Sajid. You should also be a host because the questions are really interesting and depthful. So, of course, so let's come down to the lockdown being lifted. Guys, do stay safe and do be very serious about this, because as both of my parents are doctors, I can understand the magnitude of this problem. অনেকে অনেক জায়গায় খেতে যাচ্ছে, হ্যান যাচ্ছে. So the thing is, the lockdown is not going to lift in a very long time. Lockdown lift হলেও we can't be physically be organizing an event sometime sooner, because of course the COVID-19 symptoms are going to be there. But of course, when it comes to engaging the youths in the future, as I said, that the core members of RYC Global are going to be in at least 6 to 7 different countries. Core members are kotha boltechi. We have people in like 55 plus countries, but our target is to create a platform and not. And like, for example, I have a dream of being a Secretary General of an MUN that I'm going to be hosting in New York in the next 10 years. And I will be inviting people from all around the world. And let's see, যেমন just a brief, আমার ক্লাসমেট হচ্ছে বারাক ওবামার মেয়ে, সাশা ওবামা, সেম ডিপার্টমেন্ট, সেম ক্লাস। সো মানে এই স্বপ্ন তো সবার থাকে। I have a dream of organizing an MUN in the United States যেখানে বারাক ওবামা is going to come as a speaker. So অনেকে হাসবে, but these are dreams that I have, and I wish to fulfill them in the future with everyone's duas and ashirwad.
And another dream you have about Grammy, hosting in Grammy Award.
Yeah.
Bhai,
I was yesterday. We both were using it.
তোরা ছিলি না. So the thing is, ওই Grammys and ওই, like, I used to write a lot of songs. I wrote 15 or 16 different songs. I also produced 2 to 3 songs with my friend Yasser, who's also a music producer. So we used to do a lot of things to spend our days. So when it comes to physically implementing a thing so that we can connect people from around the world, এটার জন্য the first thing that you guys need is connection. So আমি এখন connectionটা বানায় রাখতেছি. Like now what happened in Nepal especially is I can literally organize an MUN conference in the next month, thinking that there is no lockdown. ঠিক না? because I have people, I have connections, I have memories made already. So before physically implementing things that encompass the entire world, what I'm working on right now is to have that global impact. So that a lot of people know what RYC Global is, and a lot of people can understand the importance of this entire organization. So that is basically the goal.
Exactly. It's also our motto also.
Hey, copy করিস না। So yeah.
We have a question from Shovik Rohit. Something I noticed when someone is talking Bangla at this kind of platform, they want to make Dhakai accent. I've also seen you. Is it so much important to be smart? And this one is very common to Bangla debates also.
All right.
Well, basically, it's not a question. It's an interesting comment.
I mean, Bucci, I understood the philosophy behind this. So, if you guys remember or not, RYC Global Public Speaking Competition and যে পিডিএফটা ছিল ওখানে একটা জিনিস important, it was bolded that accents do not matter, because at the end of the day, understand the fact that United States of America has English as their native language, so they are going to be better in English, ঠিক না? There is a joke, right? ওই একটা বাঙালি গেছিল আমেরিকাতে আর বলে যে কিরে সবাই এত শিক্ষিত, সবাই ইংলিশ বলতে পারে। But at the end of the day, it's their language, right? So they will be better in English than all of us. However, consider the fact that at the end of the day, accents do not matter, but whether you are clear or not, that is extremely important. If you can convey your message to the audience.
Question, Dipro Prottoy, extremely sorry to interrupt, but we also have another question. It's from Said Al Farabi. Related to hosting, in which sectors do you put importance upon? Is it intonation or else? Since I also dream of hosting Oscars, so the two comments are corresponding.
They're very corresponding. So, all right. So first of all, let me finish the accent thing. First of all, accent you are going to understand the fact that a lot of people have, like the people who are in the Central Asia region, they have a Russian accent. The people who are in the West have a European accent, and আমি পুরোপুরি একটা কন্টিনেন্টকে স্পেসিফাই করে বলতেছি। সো অ্যাট দ্য এন্ড অফ দ্য ডে, ইফ ইউ ক্যান পোর্ট্রে ইউর মেসেজ টু দি অডিয়েন্স, অ্যাকসেন্ট, এখানে তো আমরা ঢাকাইয়া নিয়ে কথা আসতেছে, তুমি হয়তো কালকে বলবা যে ইউরোপিয়ান, ইটালিয়ান, ফ্রেঞ্চ অ্যাকসেন্টস, right? Because they are different, and I hope that Sobik one day you are also going to be a global public speaker. So do not be even concerned about the Dhakaiya accent or what seems cool. Make your speech cool through your content rather than on how you say it. All right, so that is basically it. And coming to hosting, I am very new to hosting in the first place. I have hosted shows. When it comes to events, আমি MC করছি a lot of times, but show hosting I have not done it physically. I have been doing it through the Bangladeshi Perspective. But the most important thing যেটা অনেকও করছে সেটা হচ্ছে you have to read the কি বলা জানি, হ্যাঁ, you have to read the person you are interviewing. যেমন অনেক আমার social media stock course, he knew that I wrote that I have hosted, I want to host this, I want Bangladesh to smile, ami hand kursi tan kursi, because you have to understand your audience. That is extremely important. And when it comes to audience, it also means your guests and also your audience, যাতে তুমি একটু মাঝখানে মাঝখানে ইয়ে করতে পারো, মাঝে মাঝে drop some jokes, drop some silly puns, so that you can keep the audience is going and keep it engaging. মানে আমাকে কিছুক্ষণ পর পর অনেক কোয়েশ্চেন আস্ক করে, কিছুক্ষণ পর পর সাদমান আস্ক করে। when you do this, the interaction grows, ঠিক না? So keep the interaction going between different people, and I hope that with that it will do good. And the final tip is watch Ellen show, watch Jimmy Fallon, watch Jimmy Kimmel, watch James Corden. You're gonna love those things. মাঝে মাঝে ওরা অনেক game shows করে, অনেক giveaways করে, so these things improve a lot when it comes to your skills as a host. So yeah, that's basically it.
Thank you very much, Bhaiya. So now we'll not take any more comments. I will move on to the rapid fire question. So there will be 5 questions for you, Dipro Bhaiya.
Interesting. I'm excited.
Okay. So first question, between Netflix and RYC, which one will you choose?
I sacrificed RYC for Netflix, so sorry, I sacrificed Netflix for RYC, so of course it will be RYC.
So another one, top 3 suggestion for public speaking.
Number one, it doesn't matter. It doesn't only matter on what you say. It matters on how you say. That is important. Number two, do not stand still. যেটা আমি এখনই করতেছি, try to engage, move your hands, and এরকম করবা না, this looks a bit pointy, do like this or do like this. It helps a lot. মানে make sure that your hand gestures look natural and they do not look forced. ঠিক আছে? When you say 1 2 3, এরকমও করতে পারো, 1 2 3 এভাবে করতে পারো. So hand gestures are extremely important. And the final one is, which is a very important tip, not all public speaking or not all public speeches should be motivational. যেটা আমরা অনেকবার বলছি, সবসময় না পাবলিক স্পিকিং মোটিভেশনাল স্পিচ হয়ে যায়. there is a huge difference between motivational talks and public speaking. এটা অনেকে ভুলও করে থাকে. So at the end of the day, you have to understand that a speech can make you cry, a speech can make you smile, a speech can make you concerned, and a speech can make you frightened. So খালি মোটিভেট করলে তো হবে না, ঠিক না? So these are the top 3 tips.
Next one, best suggestion for organizing an event.
Stay positive, have a goal, be optimistic, have the vision, do not let anyone stoop yourself down, grab a team, create a plan, formulate the idea, lay it down, and you're gonna get all the success you want.
That's amazing. Okay. Next one, what is the worst thing happened in this quarantine time to you?
The worst, I did not even think about it. All right. The worst thing that happened to me was seeing my parents in such mental pressure because so many doctors are dying every single day, and that made
I saw one post about you. You wrote that my mother is serving you so that you can survive, like this one.
Oh yeah. So actually the thing is, if my mother can go out in the dark just for you guys, so why can't you guys stay at home? So that was something that I posted. Onek viral hoye gechilo, that received like 300 shares. So yeah, that is the thing, and it really hurts me a lot because baba ma prottek din jacche amidst COVID-19 survivors. It's difficult. So yeah, that is the thing. It's still happening.
So last one from me, what is the best gift of you in this quarantine period?
And the best gift also involves you, Onik, and you, Sadman. It is to getting the opportunity to meet so many amazing people like you guys in the first place. Amar kintu mone hoy na je if there would not have been the quarantine, and as we can see in the comments in the screen too, I would not have met Sadiksha Shrestha, I would not have met Arush Molik, I would not have met so many amazing faces that I've seen from across the globe, and I would not have made a family. So that is the best thing that happened to me during this quarantine, getting to meet you all. That is it.
That's great, and that's all about my rapid fire questions. 5 questions. That's all. And
that was great. That was interesting.
And Dipro Prottoy bhai, this is the last question from my side, and after this we are going to end our session. And the last question is, say something about you, tell us about the YT talks and about us, basically what we should do in future and how we are.
Interesting. I think we can answer this in a lot of different ways, but when it comes to youth talent, first of all, I am very impressed by your social media. I am very impressed by the way you guys have reached out as a young organization to different people. I am also excited about the way you guys have framed everything. I'm loving this series so on, like the series that you guys are hosting, and I think this is the YT Talks episode 2, and I believe that very soon you guys will be having a YT Talks episode 20, 30, and this will move on and go on like this as it's going. And about YT Talks, understand the fact যে do not give up. I mean, যেখানেই যাও, I believe that the Cadet College is a very special platform which teaches you a lot of things apart from academics. So if you can motivate and also make, like তুমি যদি তোমার টিচার্সদেরকে বুঝাইতে পারো যে I'm doing something good, they will never say no to you. So keep it on a weekly basis, for example, যে প্রত্যেক উইকে ক্যাডেট কলেজ থেকে give us the permission and access to our webcam and we will be conducting a show. That would be amazing. But keep going, and I believe that at the end of the day, hopefully maybe in the future RYC Global and youth talents can together create an event, not in the virtual world but in the physical world. Everything is possible in this journey. So let's hope for the best. দেখা যাক কি হয়।
That's exactly, hope for the best.
এটাই আর কি।
So it's hard to say. We are going to end the live session now, I think. Sadman, do you have anything left?
I have asked what I had to say, and we are already receiving so many thank yous from all of our viewers. Thank you so much to all the viewers for staying with us till the last, and thank you so much. The last thing, please say something about Man. Dipro bhai, last sentence.
Acha, perfect. And of course, first of all, to both of you guys, I am humbly apologizing for the small delay that I faced. Listen, because Bangladeshi আছে, so it is a bit difficult to manage the entire electricity thing. But yes, I'm glad that this session is ending with MUNs because Model United Nations is something that I've lived for. I have recently hit 50 MUN experiences, which means a lot to me. And yes, guys, understand the fact that Model United Nations does not only make you a true diplomat, it prepares you to be a good leader. And it helps you in a lot of other sectors. It helps you research. It helps you in paperwork. It helps you learn about international relations. It helps you learn about public speaking. So MUNs যদি তোমরা ভালো মতন করতে চাও academically, no one can ever stop you from becoming a true leader. I personally believe that MUN has shaped me to the person I am today and taken me to platforms like the Harvard MUN in 2019 and NTU MUN in Singapore in 2017. So I believe that আজকে এখানে MUN করবা, কালকে বিদেশে করবা, and you're gonna make Bangladesh proud. That is it. And of course, do like, share, subscribe. প্রথমে YT Talks, যেহেতু আমি এখানে শো হোস্ট ওদেরকে প্রমোট করতেছি, and after that RYC Global. Together we can make this work, inshallah.
Inshallah, we'll make it together.
Thank
100%.
you so much. Thank you so much, Dipro Prottoy bhai, for staying with us till the last. Actually, we are extremely sorry for killing 1.5 hours of your precious time. I think Auntie is also really angry that you are sitting here in front of a laptop or a phone.
I believe she's always mad about and concerned about my health. কারণ আমার এখন 24/7 I am in front of the laptop. So yeah, let's see.
From Sadiq Shapu, more love and power to the team of youth talents. Thank you so much, Sadiq Shapu, and please keep supporting us. Ishma Miyasad bhai, I think you have another meeting later on.
I have another meeting from 11, hopefully. So দেখা যাক. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for staying with us.
All
and can we end the session?
Yeah, before ending, I just want to end this note on a good term. That thank you so much for having me in the first place, Sadman and Onik. Thank you so much for inviting me. And I just want to say that this entire platform has an amazing future ahead. So go ahead, do what you guys are doing. Do not let anyone stop you. Anyone who's still watching right now, understand the fact that life is going to give you with a lot of barriers and surprises. But at the end of the day, it is you and your work that is going to reflect who you are in the future. So on a positive note, let us all end this right now. And we believe that in the future, good things are going to happen with us. Perfect. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having with us.
Thank you so much, Dipro Prottoy bhai. Thank you so much, Onik. And with this, I would like to conclude our second episode of YT Talks. Inshallah, we will be here with another famous person, and he or she will be sharing his or her experiences here.
Famous bhai na ami choto khato manush, but yeah.
I meant by famous, I meant talented persons with a lot of dreams.
Wow,
Yeah, to be
But
famous, it not need to be famous with the name. I will take one of my friend here in YT Talk, and he is basically a tennis player, and he struggled a lot in his life. So I will take him here. He's not famous by his name, but he's famous with his career. That he struggled a lot for being a tennis player, and he's now playing for Bangladesh national team.
wow, amazing,
Yeah.
exactly. I know that we were supposed to end this live, but just to add something else, যে অনেকে বলে না যে আমি কিছু করতে পারবো না, দেখো, the ones who are watching this live, you have your internet and you have your phone. You are literally have two of the most strongest weapon you need to change the world. So do not give up. And এটার মানে না যে like there are a lot of silent uh, warriors in the field. And I believe that also আরেকটা জিনিস YT Talks, what you can do is you can motivate the people who do not get recognition in the society for what do they do. But if you can bring them to the show and let them
Yeah, yeah.
share a few words with the entire world, like the tennis player that you mentioned, I think that this is going to be very, very integral in the growth of YT Talks. So let's hope for the best.
Thank you, Hal. So yeah, Sadman, we can end the live session now.
Okay.
Bye bye.
So
That's basically it.
for our guest,
Stay home, stay safe. This will be the last sentence. Stay home, stay safe.
This will be the last sentence. With the permission of our guest here, I conclude our session here. Thank you so much. Please keep supporting your talents. Please keep supporting RYC Global. Peace. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.